Today, Derek and I are breaking down the 2021 Clemson recruiting class. We're going to be going through each member of this class, breaking down our thoughts as fans of Clemson football on how we feel like these players are going to fit in to the Clemson culture and the Clemson program moving into next season. Again, we're just two Clemson grads that love nothing more to talk a little bit more about Clemson football. So stay tuned, stick with us, help us out, like and subscribe as we break down the Clemson 2021 recruiting class.
This is Cade Denhoff. He is from Lakeland, Florida, my home state, and not far from where I grew up. He is a four-star defensive end, number 8 overall defensive end in the country, number 15 ranked recruit from Florida, national recruit ranking of 103. He's a whopping 6'5", 235 pounds. That is a big boy on the defensive line, especially defensive end. And he is an early enrollee as well. For Erik, for Cade Denhoff, what is your one word?
Man, I don't know what you guys do down there in Florida to breed these football players. It's pretty incredible that we just time and time again we talk about Florida and all the talent that comes out of Florida. So super excited to keep stealing talent from Florida for Clemson. My one word for Cade is hunter. And that's because he just is committed to the pursuit. You watch tape on this guy, and he's chasing quarterbacks around, and these quarterbacks are elusive. They're kind of like the Tua Tagovailoas, where they're pivoting, or the Patrick Mahomes that's going to play in the Super Bowl, where they're just elusive. And Cade even if he missed that first initial attack, he just continues to grind and continues to pursue, just the way a hunter would. He's got good hands to get off the line, to get around the tackles. He's got quick feet. I think he can add 30 more pounds or so to his frame. 235 is pretty light for someone that's 6'5". Hey, Clemson can do that. That's not a problem at all. He plays baseball and basketball, another multi-sport athlete that's Clemson's bringing in. He's got great bend, great speed. I'm excited to add him to our defensive end line. We've had some really good defensive ends over the years, and excited to see what Cade can bring to this team. What are you thinking about Cade, Derek?
Yeah, I was looking at the weight of Myles Murphy. So Myles Murphy is 6'5", same height. He's 260 pounds. So you're talking about like how much weight he can add on. If he adds on that 30 pounds, he's the same size as Myles Murphy. The word I had for him was potential. I made it very basic because what you were talking about, the way he does hunt down and tracks down people from the outside, he has elite speed coming around that corner. And he's not small. I mean, 6'5", 235, a defensive end. I would like to see how he holds up against the rush, because Myles Murphy, listen, he was a dominant man his freshman year. He was able to get after the quarterback. He held up against the run. I wouldn't say he excelled particularly well, but it's because he's a freshman going up against a lot of these big guys, especially Notre Dame twice. So looking at what Cade Denhoff can do, if he come in and add some weight, he keeps that speed, he really could be an elite pass rusher, kind of the next one in the cog for Clemson, because he has potential. I mean, he's got the size, he's got the speed. If he gains a little more weight, can hold up against the run coming at you versus having to chase down, he has the potential for being something really special for Clemson.
Yeah, and we keep kind of going back to this point of rotating guys in, and that's what Clemson does. And we do this more so on the defense than anywhere else, especially on the defensive line. I think you brought up a good point. I see him as a third down, deep, long yardage third down defensive end, getting after the quarterback, speed rushing, and getting around the edge, more so than a running tight, defensive end at this point. At 6'5", I mean, he's just got length. He's the guy that if you can use his hands well and use some finesse moves or even power rush these tackles, he's got length to either disrupt the quarterback throwing or get a hand on the quarterback to slow him down, because we've got Brisset and Myles Murphy and Tyler Davis, these big guys that are going to collapse his pocket. That's how I see Cade fitting into this defense. He can add some weight. He can add some of those defensive power rush and finesse moves as he moves into college. Brent Venables is obviously going to coach him up in that sense. I agree with your word of potential. He's got a lot of potential to be the next big thing at the defensive end position.
Yeah, and the way you said it, that's what they did with Xavier Thomas with his freshman year. He came in was kind of a third down specialist. That monster hit Xavier Thomas had on that Syracuse quarterback, essentially to end that game. He came down to those passing specialty downs. You can probably create those for Cade as well.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on.
The only other thing though to touch on real quick is this defensive line is also super deep. I mean, you talk about Xavier Thomas. We still have KJ Henry, Miles Murphy, Brian Massey, Tyler Davis. It's going to take some time to break into those ranks because they are elite. So Cade will probably redshirt his freshman year if I had to make a guess.
Yeah, Justin Meskel I think is there too. It's a lot of 4 and 5 stars on that defensive line for sure.
That's our breakdown. If you enjoy our content, help us out, like, subscribe to our channel, add a comment below. We'll be breaking down every single 2020 recruit from the 2021 Clemson class in the near future. So check out the Tiger Football Talk YouTube channel and go Tigers.